Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Franks on the move to his left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Check. Protein spill. Alpha. Let's go.
From the gun, Franks. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Oh, come on.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Do it again.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Franks. He finds his target. It's Evans. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Shift. Recon 132 fighter.
56, Mike 56, right there, 56. We own them.
Throwing on first down. Franks, blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check the backer, check the backer. Ship.
Topper. Yes. Motion out of back. Go.
Back to throw. Franks. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
H3 218. Chopper. Seam 6. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Franks. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Hey, don't snap.
Check Mike 21.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check safety.
Lady.
Banjo.
Kill.
Check 4.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold throwing deep for Galladay. Now
Come on, man.
Bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Like we wouldn't push them.
Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
It's your time, baby. We did it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slip.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Check.
General, West.
To throw on third down. Franks.
Always
He
got
finds
a
his tight end
janky-ass
Howard.
play.
That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Protein Phil. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Check 31. Check 31. Pilot 64. Weak. Hey, let's calm down. Bravo. Let's go. Ready.
They go play action here on first down.
Give
Into
me
a double
that.
team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
61. That's what happened.
Looking to throw. Franks. This complete.
Come on,
to
baby.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Tighten up, tighten up. Shift. Ready.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the Sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Evans. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, T, let's all right, T. Ready, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
54, right there, right there.
High 7, let's go. Ready, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Pittsburgh, 66, fully hot.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Kill. Check, 55 to Mike.
From the gun, Franks.
Bam.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in a field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We're gonna sign.
21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Here we go.
Check. Check out, bro.
Young lady.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check Mike 21.
On first down, it's Darnold. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. A first down throw, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh! Oh, come on. No.
Opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring.
Come on, baby.
And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Alert three, alert three, alert three. Slip. Red 80. Check 37, check 37. Red 80. Check Freeman. Safety touch.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Protein spill. Mike 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Ready.
They'll try the right side with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Show it in.
Motion. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Check. Watch the safety creep. Slam. No.
Another run here with Sanders.
Come on, man.
Down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards on the ground.
Check, check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Mike 40, Mike 40. Get that.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Let's go, let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get off the field, defense. Spile, 64, weak.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Franks. He's got Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going
Oh,
so
come
fast
on,
to
man.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Oh,
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On 1st down, Franks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
March 56. March 56.
On 1st and 10, Franks under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
Get him!
And he's going to be intercepted a
Think he
third
gonna
time.
keep doing this, boy?
Picked off by Will Harris. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go. Lady. Shit. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Check 13. Check 13.
Another run with Sanders. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check 3. Check 3. Red 80. Switch. Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Come on with that bull.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Off the play fake. Franks. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, they had him stop.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Franks.
Get that ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Franks. Now a desperation throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown.
That was a good
Probably a little
pass.
too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Lions, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
What you doing? Huh?
Monday Night Raw was crazy today.
Really?
Shayna Baszler from NXT came to Raw, and then she bit Becky in the back of her neck.
Listen. You watched all of it?